Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sam, and today, yes, it is the first video in 7 months. I've not had any time to record, so I apologise. But Chinese Grand Prix is just finished, and oh my word, it was boring. The sprint, I woke up at 3 o'clock. I'll put proof here that I was up at 3 o'clock. And the fear of the sprint, of tyre wear, because if you don't watch F1, it's motorsport. I think people know that. And tyres, they lose grip. And Shanghai, the first corner of first, second, 10, 1, 2 and 3 I think, is like this. And it destroys the front left tyre. So they've got to be very careful with it. And when you get in dirty air, so when you're following a car very close, it damages it even more. So, for example, when Oscar Piastri got past Max Verstappen nearest the end of the sprint, I thought, oh, they'll go on to overtake Lewis now. It didn't happen because he had no tyres left. And so I was worried going into the race, will they just go a couple of seconds back from each other so they don't get bad tyre wear, well, too bad tyre wear, but they're still able to be close. Like, say someone makes a bad mistake, you can still pounce, something like that. But yeah, it was a shame. Thankfully the race wasn't 3 o'clock. Thankfully the race was 7 o'clock. So set alarm for 5 to 7. It's alright. But the race itself was so boring. And I feel bad for Alonso, man. 2 DNFs in 2 races. But yeah, congrats on Ferrari. Congrats to Leclerc, to be fair. The fact he had front wing damage, and what was it? He was losing 80 points, I think. I'm not sure how much that is in downforce, but it looks like quite a lot from the damage. And he managed to arguably drive faster than Lewis, which is quite shocking, bearing in mind what happened on Saturday in the sprint. Anyway, I need to talk about something. I'm worried for Liam Lawson, because if you don't know, last year I made a video on Goodbye Perez, You're a Legend, and he was doing bad at the Red Bull. Out in Q1, out in Q2 races, he was able to crawl back up to like points potentially. Liam Lawson though, he has been awful. He DNF'd in Australia. Granted, it was a difficult race. Rain everywhere, slippy track. Would have given the benefit of the doubt. That's why he binned it. But then Shanghai, clear, sunny, no excuses. You're in a fast car, and he qualified P20. Yes, you heard me right. P20. And for those of you wondering, it's not even that bad. Are there not more drivers? No, there's 20 drivers on the grid. And he is in supposedly the 3rd or 4th fastest car on the grid. It's hard to see where they are, because the car is so suited to Max Verstappen. Even Horner said on Saturday, I think, that Max likes very unusual front-ended car, so you get so much oversteer on the end of the corner, and it's very different to the RB that he's used to. And RB, I've got to talk about RB in a second. So, oh my god, they're bad. But with certain things. But Liam Lawson, man. Thankfully it's Japan up next. He's been in Super Formula. He's good around there. Let's hope he can get. If he gets to Q2, I'm joking. If he gets to Q3 and 10th and a half of Max, it's a dub. I'm not gonna lie, I am worried for Lawson. Because there's already been murmurs of Yuki replacing him, even before Japan, which would be crazy to think about. I think Yuki should have got the drive in Red Bull, but does he want it? Because, okay, to one of them things where it's Red Bull. You get to drive for a top team. But in reality, that second seat is a career breaker. It's not just a driver. We've seen it with Pierre Gasly. We've seen it with Alex Albon. We've seen it with Sergio Perez. We've now seen it with Liam Lawson. That's 4. It can't be the car. It can't be the driver at this point. And look what Alex is doing at Red Bull now. He's doing well. And also, I do have to say, Christian Horner is a bit arrogant. Because when he was asked by Sky Sports about aren't you glad that Alex is now doing well and gets the car? He basically said, remember, I'm the one that got Alex a car. He's so arrogant. You got to be arrogant to make it. Can't blame him. But, yeah. What do you think about it? Anyway, I'm going to talk about RB quickly. In the sprint and in quali, they are brilliant. P6, I think, in the sprint for Yuki. And in the race, their strategy, oh my god, it is bad. Why are you going for a 2-stop? It was basically Monaco 2.0. No, it was basically Monaco in Asia, honestly. You can't overtake there. Like, maybe that's Singapore. Guilty. So, why he was pitted again, I don't know. Should he have been? Absolutely not. But, because they have good race pace. And I'm fairly sure he actually had a pretty fast pit stop. It's just, why are you pitting twice, RB? Like, Visa, Cash App, Race and Build. Can't make up the name, can't make up the strategy. What can they make up? Nothing. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to end it there. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until next time, goodbye. Alright guys, I know I said it's the end of the video, but I went back to sleep for a couple of hours. So I am so tired, oh my god. And I got braking. Car 44 has been referred to the stewards for the plank. And honestly, I couldn't believe it. And I'm going to show you something quickly, actually. Because I'm going to give it another few minutes. Yeah, I've given it a few minutes, and oh no. Car 16 has now been referred to the stewards. For those of you who don't know, car 16 is Charles Leclerc. Car 44 is Lewis Hamilton. They're both Ferrari drivers. Let's have a Ferrari again. And for those of you wondering, the margin that Lewis was disqualified by is, let's get an ID card so I can show. Yeah, this. See this, everyone? See how thin this is? Half of that is what you got disqualified for. 5 millimeters. 5. Is it fair? No. And for those of you who watch F1, you'll get this joke I'm about to say. If you don't watch F1, I'll get some context quickly, actually. So, in Australia, which was first race of the season, Shah came on the radio to say, there's something wet in my car. And Ferrari then came back, and he said, it's wet, it might be rain. And then his race engineer came in and said, it must be the water. Got to give him a sarcastic clap. So, there were then memes coming out of when they got disqualified, Shah asking, why did we get disqualified? And Ferrari saying, it must be the rules. You won't get it if you don't know the context. I'm not understanding that very well. If you watch F1 and you can explain it better, go ahead in the comments. But yeah, I feel bad. And then Lewis was weighed. Was it Lewis or Charles? Yeah, no, it was Charles rather. It was Lewis that got done by the plank, just under the car. And then Charles had a 1-stop. They were going to go for a 2-stop. And when they came in, he was 800 kilograms on the dot. They then drained some fuel and they drained 2 kilograms of fuel and put a new front wing on, and he was 799 kilograms off. 799 kilograms. Not off, yeah. It's not that bad. And the weight limit, minimum weight limit, is 800 kilograms. And you gotta draw the dot somewhere. You can't say, oh yeah, it's 800, but you'll get over 799, because then you'll get over 798. And it would go down 8 for ages. So, yeah. I feel bad for them. Is it fair? No. Is life fair? No. And if we cast our minds back to Spa of last year, George Russell did a 1-stop. And he, of course, got disqualified for weight. I can't remember how much it was, but he got disqualified. So, had Ferrari pit second time, would he have been a kilogram heavier? Probably. In hindsight, what should they have done? Put more fuel in. Because they'd have only drained 2 kilograms of fuel, I'm fairly sure. So I feel bad. But it's what it is. And you know what's even better? Despite Lewis winning the sprint, Lance Stroll, yes, Lance Stroll, who is mean, is higher in the World Drivers' Championship than both Ferraris. Let's take that in for a second. Lance Stroll is ahead of both Ferraris in the World Drivers' Championship. And that there is why Lance is the GOAT. You know, I'm joking. Lance isn't the GOAT, he's awful. But it's a point to make. Like, Ferrari in Australia messed up the strategy. And then, last time out in Shanghai, they were unlucky, but they kind of asked for it with their strategy, with the fact they didn't put much fuel on. And remember, they may have a plank lower in the sprint, it's not a very long race, but you can out of park Fermier after the sprint, so you can put it back up again for quality. No one's stopping that, Ferrari, so why don't they do that? Probably because they want to risk it. Yes, you'll get a competitive advantage, but you can also be disqualified, as they've learnt the hard way. And let's cast our mind back to Texas last year. Lewis and Charles got disqualified for the plank. So, but it's surprising this time because the track was resurfaced, so there weren't any bumps. While in Texas there were a lot of bumps. Anyway, I'm gonna end it there because I need to go back to bed. I'm tired. And if you're wondering where the Titanic videos are gone, I don't think I'm gonna record them anymore. It's too much hassle to put the camera up there. So, yeah, hope you enjoy this video. I will be uploading another video soon about how I absolutely embarrass myself. But, yeah, until next time, hopefully this is the final time I'm going to say this video. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and until next time, goodbye.